Morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker giving you today's reading from January 11th through the 18th, 2026. Now, this is a good week for blessings because we all deserve it. Okay, let's get right into our reading today. And the first cup, look at that, I'm already going. 10 of Cups. Now, this is a joyous card, as you can tell. Now, this is allowing us to be happy because we deserve it. It's a time to celebrate, it's a less stressful time, and a time of calmness. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been feeling unusually calm because all the tensions from 2005 are finally dissolving. And we're about, we've have last week it was a couple of days of quietness, and then this week will be semi-quiet, but at least we'll still be calm, okay? So give thanks to that because, last year, like I said, was so stressful. A friend, associates, or a new lover might, come in to help you move to the next step because if you live alone, or maybe if you're a senior, or if you're just a single mother, we all could use a helping hand every now and then, So just, be thankful, okay? Because, God is blessing you because He's seen everything that you went through in 2025. And January is a month of, in the first couple of weeks will be calm, and then the last couple of weeks in January will be a little bit, not hectic, but just it'll start to move forward again because the new year is finally getting settled in, So maybe, you've wanted to move and you didn't know how you're going to pay for everything. But so maybe a friend or a relative or somebody's going to chip in and help you because they know how you've been trying hard all last year and nobody would help. And this time they're going to help you because they see your progress and everything. So maybe you might get a new job. Or like I said, relocating because of that new job. And I say go for it. Take that job and get away from an ex who might have been trying to destroy you, bring you down, or get people in a group to all come at you at one time. I mean, 2025 was not a good year. It wasn't a terrible year, but it wasn't a good year either. So now this next card, don't let it scare you. It's the Tower card. But this week, it doesn't mean what it looks like. A past person may try to come back and enter your dream state, maybe. Say like the last couple of days, you've been waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you go, what the heck, why am I waking up so early? So maybe you had to go to the bathroom and then you decide, oh, I'm going to go back to bed. It's too early to stay awake. And what happens? An ex or a person who did you wrong, they come and try to invade your dream state and, yell and scream at you. And you're like, what the heck's going on here? So luckily you wake up from that and now it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. You say, okay, I'm going to get up. But I mean, it's that kind of thing. So maybe people are missing you and they're angry about it, mostly angry about themselves because you learned to heal last year and move on, and they're still stuck. Maybe they're stuck in a bad relationship that they left you for, and they're miserable because they see you're independent, you're moving forward on new jobs, and you're happy, and they can't stand it. So if X comes back, just, for myself, if an ex tries to contact me, I just don't even answer the email. I just let it go because I'm really not interested, and I've moved on and I've healed myself from all my mistakes and theirs. And I just said, you know what, Lord, please take it away. I forgive everybody. I just want to move on with my life. And so just do that kind of thing. But I want to say, if you talk to this ex, maybe you should not tell them what your ideas are or what your goals are or even if you're moving, because they'll try to stop it. They'll try to bring you down for it or try to invade your plans and do something to ruin them. So don't even share your goals with anybody at this time. And It's also a good time to pray and keep praying. This helps to stop all of your negative energies trying to attach themselves to you again. And you don't want that. You've had enough of the last couple of years and you're trying to move forward. So, if this person tries to, invade your dreams, or even, if you're walking to the grocery store or whatever, they may, show up right behind your back and you're like, well, where'd you come from? They're trying to come back into your life. Just politely say, no, I've moved on and you need to too. Okay. The next card is the moon. Now, we're not having any moon cycles really this week. The moon is all about our emotions. And for the last 3 days, like because you sensed somebody invading your dreams, and then you wake up and you're feeling kind of uneasy because of the dream, and you're like, why do I have to keep on going through all this stuff? It's only because past energies are trying to invade you again, because they know you've healed. You've done the work on the inside and the outside, and you choose yourself for the first time in your life. You choose you. Me, myself, and I. What a great sentence that is, So realize that, you're allowing the universal consciousness to help you see past any learning experiences. And that doesn't mean only career-wise or school-wise. It means relationship-wise, health-wise, exercising-wise, because the angels want you to really start, seeing the benefits of eating properly. And that means fruits and vegetables, of course. And like I always say to everybody, once a month I allow me to have 2 cheat dates, because I love apple fritters, and I love cookies, but I don't eat them all the time because, the sugar really is not all that great for you in your body. So just allow your universal consciousness to help you see past, like I said, all the learning experiences, and that you're not going to stay in a negative mindset. You're going to move forward, okay? So, and besides that, the past person thinks that you're like you were maybe 10 years ago when you had a relationship with them, and they expect that person, but you have grown so much. You've healed so many disappointments. You've healed yourself to become a better person, and you're just moving on. And so you're not the same person, and they'll be disappointed when, if and when you do meet up with them, or just say in the email, sorry, I'm not the same person. I don't drink anymore. I don't go out and to parties and bars. I don't know what your circumstances is, but you just don't do that kind of stuff anymore because you've learned. So just allow yourself to get away from the chaos and rise from all of those ashes, I say, and move forward in life, because 26, like I said, is supposed to be a much better year than 2025. Now, our next card is a 4 of Wands. Now, 4 of Wands is, it's time to celebrate. Your mind, your heart, your body is aligned, and prosperity for some may come this way. So, be grateful that you're more stable, and your kindred spirits are allowing you to have a few days of relaxation time before you really have to jump into any major projects that you have at home or that you want to do in 2006. And ask Spirit for help. Ask Spirit to guide you. You'd rather work at home during these days. You want to get things done, and you don't want any outside influences interrupting you. So just take a time of no more stress this week, that kind of thing. And enjoy the feeling of calmness. Now, it may be a strange feeling for most because we all live hectic lives, and some of us are going to school while working. And you want to be close to your friends, but you've got so many other things going on at home, and you're trying to really, this year is a year of me, myself, and I. You have to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, and that could be just stress wise, eating wise, exercise, or pressures from work, you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anybody else. Now, our next card here is the 8 of Wands. We all love this card because that means fast communication is coming. It could be that job that you always wanted, but you were turned down before, but now the job is coming up again and you might be selected for an interview. And you'll have to make a split boo. You'll have to make a split decision, on this, job opportunity or this collaboration. So make it a good one. So harness that energy of good, and and then take each step according to this job opportunity or collaboration. And if a contract is presented to you, read the fine print and just take your time when reading it, and read it 3 times at least and go over it. Take notes too if you have questions, so you can ask about that when you return. If you go in for an interview or through the email, you'll ask questions first and let them answer you before you make a decision. And don't let them try to persuade you into doing something you shouldn't. If it sounds bad, it is bad. If the feeling of you gives you a negative crawl in your stomach, that is a warning, especially for women. We all have that internal instinct, and we have to use our discernment too on any kind of contract presented to you. Most of the time it's good. It's legal techie wording, and they have these things. And I, for one, I'm old school. I like everything spelled out in English so I can understand it, And you have every right to ask questions, especially if it's a contract and you want to put your Jane Doe on that, So just listen to your intuition. But by all means, according to this week, all over this week, it sounds like it's a good, proposition. So, take your time though, but I think it's a good sign for y'all. Our next card here is the Star. A wish upon a star. That's the answer to your blessing. It's a miracle sign. It's a wishes granted sign. So keep going. And keep being grateful to Spirit, because like I said in the last week and the weeks before, we each have at least 1 or 2 or 3, and it's unusual if you have 3 guardian angels surrounding you 24/7, but most of the time you have 1 guardian angel around you 24/7 protecting you and guiding you. So if you get those little niggle thoughts about doing something, like go play the lottery on Tuesday or whatever, I'm not saying it is, I'm just using that as a day, then go play it, and who knows may happen. It may or may not happen, but if you do, you come my way and give me part of your winnings. Okay. So just, your goals are moving forward at this time, and that's what the Star is all about. So, Spirit always has your back, and they know your dreams and wishes. That's why you have the Star. And, and if you wish upon a star, what is that old nursery rhyme thing about wishing upon a star? Your guardian angels are there, so just talk to them. You know how to do it. And it's just between you and them, so do it in the privacy of your own home, and so nobody looks at you like you're cray-cray, but just go ahead and try it. Now, the next card is the Hangman. Now, that is not a terrible card or anything. It just means that it could be a little timeout before you make a decision. It could be to allow yourself to lean into your inner world and ask for miracles. And you can do that by prayer, meditation, for this whole entire year. And if you haven't made out a list of things that you want to accomplish this year, you might want to do that right now, because January is the first month of the whole entire year, and in February 1st is the Great Reset, and that means that the astrological year begins, and we all get a chance to start all over in something or other. So like I said, this 2026 is supposed to be a miracle year. So we'll get one miracle after one miracle, and that is if you've done the work. And by that means, forgiving others for whatever they've done to you, forgiving yourself for being whatever you are, and that you've changed so much. Maybe you wanted to quit drinking so much, and you've accomplished that. Maybe, like me, I'm trying to gain weight. I'm such a skinny little girl, but I'm trying to gain weight, so I look healthy, although I eat healthy, and maybe that's why I'm so skinny. But my entire life I've always had trouble trying to put weight on. So not that I eat that much. Maybe I should start eating like 6 meals a day instead of like 2 or 3. But anyway, you want this year to be the best of your life, and so you're going to embrace new opportunities, even if you feel like you don't have it all together, or you don't have all the questions. If somebody is asking you to interview, they see some good aspects in you to invite you for the interview. So go and interview and just be yourself. Don't be something that you think they want. They'll see right through that. Interviewers are very good at what they do. So just be yourself and tell them why you want the job, and what you've done to work up to being able to even get this interview, and said that you'll be the best employee they ever hired, that kind of thing. And so our last card here for the week, and if you've noticed all the different cards, we've got the Two of Wands, we've got the Star, and we've got the Ace of Wands. All great cards right here. Well, actually, they're all good cards, except you might think that the Devil is not good, but actually this week it's not even half of what you think it is. But the Ace of Wands here is, your future is bright. Just know that, okay? It's time to, concentrate on your third eye and meditate so you can manifest your life dreams and wishes, and plant a couple of seeds of inspiration. Ask Spirit to give you a couple of ideas for maybe you want to start a sewing business, or a cupcake business, or a fashion, business with your best friends. Whatever it is, ask Spirit, which are your guardian angels and God and Jesus, but ask Spirit to help you along the way, guide you to the right people, places, and things, and even banks to get the money to start these businesses. But every time you get a seed of inspiration, or a thought of a business idea or a creative idea, or even a way to improve yourself, jot it down on paper. Start keeping a folder of all of those great ideas, okay? Because this is a year to start anything, and it will be successful. So you can manifest. Like I said, if you practice meditating and writing a few, like 10, just 10. If you get 20 or something, it's just too much to concentrate on. Just give you 5 to 10 ideas that you want to manifest for this year, and it will come true. So with that, if you like these kind of videos that I'm giving to you, that I put a lot of effort and time in, especially on meditating on what each card says, because I want to give you everything that you can have to enjoy your week ahead, please give me a thumbs up, or even subscribe to the channel. It would help me to grow as far as the channel is concerned. And if you need a personal reading, all the information is down on the description box below. And so is my email address if you are having questions on the readings. So until next time, be at peace. This is 3333 Lightworker.